We start the program with our yearly tradition of checking in on the Hospice Labor Day Auction. So let's welcome on Ed Flick to the program here. Ed, how are you today, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Doing well, thank you.
Thank you for coming on. You've been very involved with the Labor Day auction here, going back what is now the 36th year for the whole thing, which is quite remarkable. Can you talk to us a little bit about what's going on with the Labor Day auction this year?
Well, the Labor Day, I'm the chairman of the sports memorabilia for the auction, and this is the 15th year that we had the sports memorabilia, and things are a little different this year. We had over 500 items to auction off, but with COVID-19, when everything now is going to go virtual, we're going to have a virtual auction. It's going to be from September 1st to the 15th, and we'll have approximately about 170 items that people can bid on the virtual auction.
Okay, so you did kind of mention it there a little bit. Usually the whole thing held over Labor Day. It's down at the Solanco Fairgrounds. Can't do that this year with the ongoing pandemic, so it's going to move online to labordayauction.org. And on there, people can find the quilts, the jewelry, the artwork. There's some vacation getaways. And of course, the reason we have you here, the sports memorabilia. So now that we're going online to do the bidding, can you kind of fill us in on the process on how that will go so that people are aware of when they can start doing all that?
They can start doing that on September the 1st. They can bid from September 1st till September 15th.
So how do we get into, if I go to that, what's the process going to be like? Is it going to be pretty streamlined and easy? What can the people expect when they're going on there to search for the items?
Yes, it'll be very easy. They'll go to labordayauction.org. They'll hit sports. It'll tell you how to bid, all the items that'll be on there. We've taken pictures of all the items, the 170 items that we have. The people can see the photograph of the item we have. And there's also comments about that item that people can read about before they bid.
Okay, and they're going to have to drop in some numbers there. And I did see somewhere, in the information that once you place your bid, maybe you can get like a text message or an email or something of that sort that will kind of alert you as to if you need to continue to bid to get the item, if someone's outbid you. How does that whole process work?
That's correct. If someone can go in there and put a minimum bid of $300 on an item, and if they get outbid, we'll notify them that they've been outbid and they can get back and bid again.
Okay, and then so the 15th, is there a certain time of the day? Is it midnight?
Midnight. I'm not 100% sure. Midnight.
Okay.
We want to raise as much money as we can, so we want to keep people up.
Yeah, well, now that you're talking about it, can you tell us a little bit about how, this sports auction has been doing? And you kind of alluded to me earlier that it was the best year that you've had last year. So fill us in on that.
Well, thanks to a lot of people who support hospice. I work all year round trying to get items, but I have a lot of people that are very kind and generous. And this is the 15th year. And since we started this, we've raised $488,000 for hospice and sports. And last year was our best year ever. We had a packed house in Quarryville, and we raised $68,700 thanks to all the kind, generous people. And we had a special item last year. A woman donated her father's Ty Cobb baseball cards that were 1909 and 1911. One was rated good, one was rated very good. The first card drew $2,800. The second card raised $10,500, and it was a very emotional day because when the two people were bidding on that $10,500 for that 1909 Todd Cobb baseball card, the crowd was in tears. The people were cheering, standing ovation. It was a very special moment for hospice.
That's amazing. It's wonderful that it raised so much money. I mean, $10,000 for that is just incredible. Let's see some of the things that might be approaching that this year. I know you've got a whole room full of there, so why don't you pick the first one there, and we'll kind of talk about it a little bit. Go ahead and grab.
Well, the first one I have here, I think, is pretty interesting. It's a baseball signed by Pete Rose, but it says, "I'm sorry, I bet on baseball," and it's in a case. So this is a nice ball to have because he's finally admitted on this baseball. He autographed it. "I'm sorry, I bet on baseball," and it's autographed by Pete Rose.
Lovely. Okay. All right. Let's keep them going. What else you got over there in that room full of goodies?
Well, this is to me, this is I followed sports all my life, and I'm not a big hockey fan, but the 1980 gold medal that the United States won when they beat Russia on Friday night and beats Finland on Sunday to win the gold medal, to me is probably the greatest sporting event that I've ever seen. And we have a jersey, USA, and it's autographed by the goalie of the 1980 American hockey team, Jim Craig.
Wow, that's a nice item. Obviously, a lot of history there. The Olympics and hockey playoffs going on right now, so maybe someone will put in a nice bid for that. Again, you got to go on to LaborDayAuction.org and make sure you're continuing to follow up with that, because again, people are going to be coming fast and furious. So get those text message alerts and get in there and see if you can get something like that. What else do you have there, Ed? Would love to see some more.
I don't have this jersey, but I'd like to talk about it. We have a jersey coming that I need. He's still in England. He's coming home. But Christian Pulisic, the American soccer player, I went to his mother and dad's house in in London, and I dropped off a jersey that he's going to autograph, and we're going to have that too on the virtual auction. A jersey, an English jersey, the team he's playing for in England, autographed by him.
That's awesome, amazing. Grab one or two more there. Let's show it off here before we say goodbye here, Ed.
Okay, we have a Penn State football signed by linebacker Micah Parsons, who of course signed for, now it's not going to be playing anymore, but it's signed to Penn State football, and it's number linebacker 2019 All-American.
That's great. Yeah, he's opting out of this year, going to head into the draft, see who takes him there in the NFL. All right, one more here. Let's see what you got. These are some good ones.
Lithograph autographed by Mickey Mantle.
Okay. Wow. That's got to be going back, not quite to 1908, but going back a ways.
It's a 1952 Topps baseball card.
That's awesome. Great. Ed, thank you so much. Tell me real quick what all of this is going to benefit, because everyone wants to know kind of why they're doing this, and obviously it's a great cause. Fill everybody at home in on what this is all going to go to.
A lot of it goes to bereavement. Because bereavement, a lot of it goes toward people who cannot afford to pay their hospice bills. So that's where a lot of our money goes to.
Okay. All right. So last year's record was what, 68,000? You said
68,700
for the sports.
We won't top it this year because we only have 170 items.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for the best for you guys. Again, it's September 1st through the 15th, LaborDayAuction.org. Everybody go ahead, check out what's there. Again, put your bids in. And Ed, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for coming on here. And we'll check back and we'll hopefully get a number from you later in September.
Thanks for your support.
All right. Enjoy that. Good luck with all of that. Thanks to the Hospice organization for coming on here and talking about their Labor Day auction. And of course, we wish them the best in September.